Welcome to Moral FC. It is what it is. I'm going to give you all the tips, all the tricks that you need achieving this beautiful stuff. You know how I do my stuff. You know how I do from A to Z, from the finishing, from the starting to the finish line. All the secrets, all the tips that you need in achieving this beautiful stuff. Go in deeper to breaking down the simplest form for you. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Moral FC. And please do one and click on the notification bell. Like I said, this is a full tutorial from A to Z, from the starting line to the finishing line. If you jump a step, you're going to miss something great. So please don't jump, just look it throughout. So without wasting much time, so let's get started. You need your measurement. You need your bust or your chest measurement. I'm using chest of 40, shoulder 18, sleeve 24, and the length of it is 35. So that's the measurement I'm using right now. So you can see the length, this is the length. I'm going to add 1 inch to it. So this is 36 inches for the length. If you look at the design, as you can see, there's a pleat in front. So that's the pleat that we're going to form right now. There's a pleat in front. So this is the pleat that we're going to fold. You're going to do right now. So your bust 40 divided by 4, and that will give you 10. So I'm going to add 1.5 inches to it, and that will give me 11.5. After that, I'm going to add extra 4 inches to it. Then you add extra 4 inches to it. Do you understand? So your bust measurement plus your sewing allowance plus extra 4 inches to it, as you can see. So we're going to fold the 4 inches. This is the 4 inches that you're going to fold it. You fold 4 inches right here. You can fold 3 inches, 3.5 inches. You know, it depends. The placket, if you look at it, is it big or small? Do you understand? So if it is big, you go for 4 inches. If it's not big, there's no lot of space, you just do 3 inches or 3.5. So after fold, you need to iron it to give it a line at that part. That line is a guide. I always say that if you see me ironing something that I need a line, because I'm going to make use of it. Please don't skip. If you skip, you're going to miss some important information, some important tips, some important tricks that's going to help you to bring out the outcome. So if you watch it to the end, it's going to help you to get full knowledge about everything. Don't give it a short knowledge. Just pay attention and watch, listen, concentrate. So before you cut your shoulder slope, you need to lift this one up before you cut your shoulder slope. Don't cut it together, just cut your shoulder slope. If you want to learn how to cut the center top, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Please do want to check it out and learn how to cut the center top. While explaining, nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. I'm breaking down the simplest and the easier form for you. So I will go fast here. I'm doing all this for you to know how it started. Do you understand? I'm doing all this for you to know how to start. I don't want to jump. So from this line, you measure your shoulder, your armhole, you cut it down. You mark your neck. If you want to learn how to cut a neck, I have two videos. I advise you to watch both videos on how to cut a perfect neck for senator. Perfect neck, well explained. So this line, before we sew on this line, there's something that we need to pay attention here. Let me bring the back down and put the top on it again. I have to make a mark here. It's important that I need to make a mark here. So that's why I bring it back again. So you're going to measure from the shoulder to your hip line. From the shoulder to your hip line. This line is very, very important. From the shoulder to the hip line, you mark that part. It can be 24, it can be 25, it can be 26 if the person is long. So you can make it 24 is good. 24 is good. So from that line, we need to come up 4 inches. From that line, from the shoulder line, you need to come upward 4 inches as I've marked over there. So that will be our point. You feeling it? That will be our point. I said from the hip line, you just have to come up 4 inches. So you're going to sew from the top to the bottom. Sew from the top to the bottom. But when we go to where the 4 inches there, You can see I'm climbing my table just to pause my phone. You know, I use my phone for recording. I don't have a camera. You know, going through all these kind of points for you guys just to help is a lot. You can see that I'm cramming up and down. So you're gonna sew from the top. When you get to where we mark the 4 inches, you have to do a double stitch over there. You know, you do a double stitch over there. Remember, on the hip line we came up 4 inches. That 4 inches, when you are sewing from the top to the bottom, when you get that point, you need to make a double stitch at that point. Make a double stitch at that point. It's very, very important that you make a double stitch at that point. You're going to see the reason why. So we fold this part into 2. Look something near this line, and the seam that we have this line, then make a notch over here. So you need to kiss each other. They need to kiss. It is what it is. They need to kiss each other. So you just have to fold into 2. You put the center to the seam. You can feel with your hand and your finger while doing it. Do you understand? You can see I'm feeling my hand. You can see that when you use your hand to swap that part, you're gonna see that there's a joint over there. So you let it fall exactly on it. So you fold into 2. Remember, we are working on the wrong side. We are working on the wrong side, not on the right side of the fabric. Whatever we are doing right now is on the wrong side of the fabric. So you mark your neck measurement, then you cut your neck measurement. This 4 inches that we left it on the wrong side of the measurement. We sew everything on the wrong side of the fabric. Everything that we are doing right now is on the wrong side of the fabric. So this is the right side of the fabric. This is how the right side of the fabric is going to be. So if you want, you can turn it over and put a zip at the shoulder, or you can pop it. But the design itself is a popping design that we have to pop the neck. So the design in front, you see the center line, that is 10 inches. I want my design to be. I want my design to be 10 inches. You know, 5 inches here, 5 inches over there. Let me show you something. This is our mark of 4 inches. This is our mark of 4 inches that we did. This is it. So I mark it in front for me to see where, when I'm opening, I want to open it, so I know what I'm doing. So from here you can measure 17 inches or 18 or 19 inches. We are doing the star in front. I will see the star in front with the bottom. That's what I'm measuring right now. I want mine to be 10 inches by other 18 inches or 19 inches. So here I have 11 inches by 18 inches. You know, we're going to sew half inch around. So we have 11 inches by 18 inches. So folding it into 2. Please guys, give me a thumbs up, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe, follow me on my Facebook. I have a WhatsApp group. So you have to fold it also into 2. So we're going to fold it in the 4th time. You fold it, then you also fold it again. So we need this line. It's very important to know the center of it. So we need a center of it. So this is the center. You don't have to make a curve over here. That part, you need to curve it at the top here. Where this part, you need to curve that part. So you cut it straight from that part. So I'm checking the design. So I'm going to make here 4 inches. I'm going to measure 4 inches over here. I'm using my brother's phone to make a recording. My phone was disturbing me. So here too, 4 inches over here. So I'm going to draw a straight line over here. You can just draw this only line. After that, you fold it, then you tap your hands on it so that the design will transfer to this side as well, because I'm using a dusty chalk. It's very dusty that it can transfer. When you just fold it, then tap your hands on it, and the design gonna show up. I'll show you how to do that. Just let me do it like this one. You fold it into two like this, you just tap your hands on it, then it will transfer to other side. So now I'm gonna cut this back. This part is a curve. I will see where the arrow sign is. It's a curve. It's not a straight. It's not a straight. You just have to give it a curve. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, you want to say hi to me, you want to be friend, you want to be my friend, you can link me up on my WhatsApp. So after cutting, I'm going to put in the middle like this and check if it's okay. This is the wrong side. So the right side will face right side together. Right side will face right side. But you have to put fusion on one top. You need to put fusion on it. You have to put fusion on one side. I'll put fusion on that part, you know, and you're gonna see that I'm putting fusion. So you have to put fusion. After checking it, I found out that it's too big. You know, it's very, very big. This side is very, very big. So I'm just checking my hand and see how moderate I want it to be. It's very, very big. So I'm gonna reduce ½ inch from it. So I'm gonna trim a little bit from it. After checking, I found out that it's big when I check with my hands and see that that part is big. So I'm going to measure 3.5 here, so that that part will be 3 inches. 3.5, this is 3.5. Then I will just give it another shape. So I'm checking. You can see. Give me a thumbs up, share. As you are benefiting, let other people benefit. So we're going to sew from here, then you go down, then you go up, then you go up, then you go up here. That's where we're going to sew. Do you understand? Put fusion on this one. You go from this part, come part, and here, and there. Do you understand? So you can see I'm putting fusion on it. Then I've sew here and go around, and there's an opening at the top. Please show love. You can see how I'm going up on my table just to pause the phone for recording and go and do. You know, sometimes I'm almost falling. You know, it's like I'm falling. You know, my table is not strong enough. But we're doing all this, guys. We're doing all this fun for you to make the sewing and everything become easy for you. Do you understand? Helping you guys, the newcomers. You know, giving you all the tips and all the tricks. You know, so much is going on, you know, just to make things easy. So we're going to flip everything over. You flip. There's a way of ironing this one. That's what I want to show you. There's a way of ironing this one, so you need to pay attention and see the way I'm gonna iron it. And I advise you do the same thing. If you want a professional work done, beautiful work done, just have to iron exactly. Charlie, Mora FC, it is what it is. We're giving you all the details, all the tips that are going to help you guys. So smash the like button, share, and click on notification bell, so that anytime I post a new banger, boom, you will be updated. Mora FC have downloaded, uploaded a new tutorial. Come watch and learn. So the place that I'm going to iron in the middle, like I said, watch the way I'm ironing it. It's going to help you. Just ironing in the middle. I'm using the iron, the tip of the iron, just to pass through the middle, the center. Then after that, I iron it. This is the right side where the fuse is. You see, this is the right side where the fuse is. So you need to push it. You know, you need to push it so that the seam will come under it. I'll show you. You're gonna see. you need to push it, to understand, so that when you put the design there, you are not going to see that there's a joining or somewhere, so when you push it to the other side, I'll turn it for you to see how you should iron it. You can see I'm just pushing it, so when it's there, you won't see that there's a joining or any whatever. So the iron has poured something on my fabric, so I need to clean it up. This is how we go through. Sometimes you'll be doing but something will happen, so I just have to go and wash it out. So you can see, look at here, just look and see how smooth that part is. You see, if you look at it, you can see I flip it a little bit, you can see just go down there. Yeah, that's how that part's supposed to be. That's how the part's supposed to be. Charlie, give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment. Those who show me love are the one that comment, give me a thumbs up, and click on notification bell. They share, they're the one that is giving me a real love. Charlie, do give me a real love. These are things that motivate me when I see it, because I see it. Because I see it. When you give me a thumbs up, I see it. When you comment, I see it. When you share it, I see it. So all this kind of stuff, motivates me. It motivates me. So you need to flip it back. Then you just have to trim, like cut the neck. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, do well. Check me out on Facebook, it's Mora FC. TikTok, it's Mora FC. So this is my hemming gown. There's no top stitching over here. We don't have to top stitch here, to understand. There's a way to go by this part. That's why I'm breaking it down step by step for you to see the movement that is going up here. Mora FC, it is what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. Do share, like, give me a thumbs up, comment. Like I said, if you want to join me, want to say hi to me, follow me on my Facebook, Mora FC, TikToks, Mora FC, Instagram, Mora FC, the same name everywhere you go. So let me go and grab my blade. I'm going to open some part here. This is my popping, so I'm going to open here. This is the reason why I said after our hip line, we came out 4 inches. You need to make a double stitch over here. You need to make a double stitch so that we're not going to pass at that point. You remember? So when you make a double stitch, that part is going to hold it down for us strongly. You feeling it? So I'm going to pop the neck. I'm going to do a top stitching here. Just a small dot stitching over there, just to hold it. Just to hold it, not to go around top stitching. No, just a dot over there, just to hold the design and the fabric together. Do you understand? After that, I'm going to join the shoulders, pop the neck, join the armholes. You're going to see, from here, you're going to see the outcome. You can see how this space is. So you can see I've joined. You can see, as you can see, I've joined the hands. I've put in the designs on there. This is what I was talking about. Just have to make a dot over here. You can see the dot, that stitching. You can use needle and a hand and thread to do that if you want. And do the same. We have a point here. You can see I did a double stitch over there. Double stitch also over here. You do that just to hold it, to the design itself. So you can see we have a space here. You can put your hands in there, just to give it a space. So as you can see how smooth that part is. You can see what I was talking about. When you put it on it, you're not going to see no seam. The seam has gone inside, as you can see here too, also the same thing. So it left us put buttons on it. There are different ways how to put the buttons on it. The putting of the buttons on it, it's up to you. If you want to put a lot of buttons or you want to put less, and I'm going to explain all of them to you right here. The first step that you have to do, you take your button, then you put your glue on top of that place, then you stitch this part first. I'm showing you this part is very important before we move on to if you want to make it more. Do you understand? So there are certain points that you need to start putting the buttons on that part first. You can't just start putting any buttons anyhow that you want. So these are the angles. You make sure that they are on the same level. Don't make the glue become too much, otherwise it will come out and you're going to see that there's a glue over there. But you need to put a lot, but not too much. That will come outside. So after getting our 6 parts, which is very important, after getting our 6 part, so if you want to put a lot of buttons inside, maybe where the place that I'm measuring it, you want to add 2 buttons at the center, and you need to divide that part, whatever you get, you need to divide it by 3. If you measure and you got 7 inches over there, you need to divide your 7 inches by 3, and you put 2 buttons over there. Do you understand? You can put 2 buttons over there, 2 buttons in there. So you just have to divide any measurement that you're going to get. If it's 4, you divide the 4 by 3. You can see that I'm using my tape measure to divide the measurement that I got that part by 3. When I was doing it, I thought I was having a lot of buttons, so that I'll put 2 buttons over there. Do you understand? But not knowing that I have my button was not enough for all. So when you divide it by 3, it's going to give you a measurement. So this is the measurement that you're going to use to come here. Then you mark, you put buttons over there. Then you come also here and you put buttons also over there. That will give you 4 buttons. Then you come the same thing, you do the same thing here. Do you understand? Then you just add a lot of buttons. By this case, I'm not going to add a lot of buttons. I just want to put 1 button at the middle. So I just divide it. I'll just come here, then measure, then I'll divide it by 2. I'll come here, I divide it by 2, then I'll put a buttons, also 1 button in between. I hope you understood what I mean. Charlie, give me a thumbs up, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Join me on my WhatsApp. There's so much is going on our WhatsApp group. You know, we'll be helping each other. If you have a question, maybe somebody may do a design. Say, Charlie, guys, help me out. What do you think about this design? Is there any mistakes, an error? You should correct me. Blah blah blah. So going there on my WhatsApp group. So if you want to be my friend, you just have to link me. Follow me on my Facebook. Please do well and click on the follow button on Facebook. Then I have my WhatsApp number over there. You can link me up over there. Then we go. So you just have that's the same thing that you're gonna do. Then you just have to put your buttons over there. And I don't want to put a lot of buttons. You can still put a lot of buttons over there. You're gonna look beautiful. I don't have a lot of buttons, so I need to do this way. So you need to clean it up. You know, I use chalk at that part, so I'm just using the water to clean the chalk, the dusty chalk that I used in marking and other stuff to clean it up. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling it. Moral FC, it is what I'm here for you guys. See the way that I've been climbing on the table just to pause the phone, the camera recording, and getting down, you know, recording and stuff like that. Showing me love is all about. Give me thumbs up, you share, tell a friend to tell a friend about Moral FC. It is what it is. Me out. God bless you all. I'm climbing again to pause it.